Agent LeBron and his team have encountered what could be a Russian warship 12 miles out to sea at the edge of U.S. territorial waters.
Oh, I'm destroyed.
After successfully encouraging the vessel away, they decided to cautiously return to base.
This is a surprise for us. We encountered a lot of things, but this is the first time I've seen a ship like that out there.
Customs and Border Protection officers Paul and Billy are awaiting information on 2 seized shipping containers. One was destined for West Africa. The shipping paperwork listed the contents as household items, but in fact, it contained 2 luxury cars suspected of being stolen.
These particular vehicles are expensive, anywhere between $75,000 and $125,000.
Another container bound for Europe had 4 cars listed on the manifest, but Paul has his suspicions. An old motorcycle inside appears to have been tampered with.
There's some rivets that are missing over there. The VIN plate could have been removed.
The vehicle identification number seems to be missing. But then, there's a breakthrough.
Got the VIN.
Found it?
Yeah.
Where was it?
It's
right here.
really, it's up higher than it normally
It's
is.
high and it's dirty.
So now we're going to run that VIN through the system and see if it comes back stolen or not.
Officer Billy has phoned through the details of the vehicle identification numbers of all the cars that have been seized. This will determine once and for all if they've been stolen. After an anxious wait, he finally gets confirmation.
All right, thank you.
I ran the car. It's coming back. It's current titled. There's no steals on it.
Matches up?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job. Thank you. The contents of this container, we pulled out 2 vehicles already. They have matched the manifested items that were in here. They're both in pretty rough shape, mostly junkers. As you can see up there, there's another junker that we also took a look at, also matches what was manifested. So we feel pretty confident that there's no stolen vehicles in this container.
The 4 vehicles that were heading to Europe are clean, so they can be reloaded and sent on their way. But the same can't be said for the first container that was destined for West Africa.
That one comes back stolen from New Jersey.
Okay, great.
All right.
All right.
That one, they've been looking for cars since January.
Great work. Great work, Billy.
The vehicles are both stolen and won't be going anywhere.
BMW confirmed to us that they've been looking for this vehicle since January. The Range Rover was reported stolen in North Jersey. It was part of a home invasion, and the agency, the police agency, is asking us to hold this vehicle for fingerprints.
If officers manage to find fingerprints in the stolen vehicle, it may help lead them to the perpetrators.
We're happy that we got these cars. This one took a little extra digging, but that's why we have some of the best guys in the business over here.
For Paul and the team, it's another 2 stolen vehicles intercepted.
These are all confirmed stolen vehicles. Just a quick count of what we have in this part of the warehouse. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 vehicles, all confirmed stolen within the last 2 weeks. And we just added another 2 vehicles today, loads of luxury vehicles.
5 miles off the coast of Florida.
The gap them, so that one's got a hole in it.
Okay.
Agents Todd, Mike, and Kyle have located the boat that reported having the packages of suspected narcotics they found floating in the water.
And that was all right around this particular area?
The coordinates we gave them on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the airplane go up quickly after that for a little bit.
Okay. So it looks to me like right now we have 7 packages of marijuana. These guys here were trying to pick them out of the ocean. They used a gaff for fishing. They did split 1 or 2 of them open. It's readily apparent that it's marijuana. You can smell it, you can see it. They are kilo sized. They're super, super wet, so the weights will probably vary. It's going to be a hard estimate to say, but it's probably going to be about 7 kilos.
Finding bales of drugs in the waters around Florida is a relatively common occurrence. The fact one of the fishermen saw a plane means these were almost certainly dropped for a gang in a boat to pick up.
Sometimes it's actually big bales and bundles. Sometimes it's just loose kilos here or there. Sometimes it's cocaine, sometimes it's marijuana.
It means an expectant gang will be looking to pick them up, and there could be more bundles in the water.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this over to Homeland Security Investigations, right? I can't say yay or nay, but they may wanna talk to you. Your name's Kevin?
Yep.
And that is your phone number, right? I appreciate you, sir. We're gonna hang around this area. If I need anything, I'll just reapproach. Are you guys gonna be fishing for a little while?
I think we're gonna start trolling in. He's having battery issues. So.
Okay. But you're not gonna get up and just run. You'll be trolling. All right, so if I need you, I'll come back up. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
The team stays in the area to search for any stray packages and to see if the gang turns up looking for their cargo.
We are going to patrol a little bit in this direction. Typically, debris starts drifting together out in the ocean, so we're just gonna run this a little bit, see if we see anything else. If not, we'll head back.
Within minutes, Agent Todd spots something.
Got some plastic wrap. In fact, we might have some plastic wrap over here.
I got it.
10 yards. 5 yards. Passing cleat 1. Up. Trash.
After a few hours of searching, there are no more narcotics or suspicious-looking boats. Back in the Florida Keys. Following the destruction of Hurricane Debbie, Border Patrol Agent Nick has collected 5 suspicious packages from Veterans Memorial Beach in Key West.
Got 5 bricks, so 5 kilos, 10 pounds. In my experience, it's going to be cocaine.
The cocaine packages are just one of many that have washed up after recent hurricanes. Believing them to be packages made by drug smugglers, he is taking them to the station for analysis.
Cocaine test kit, please. We're going to take one of our test kits. We're actually going to remove some of what's in here. We're going to put it in the little test bag, and then we're going to be looking for a certain color as it reacts with the vial when we break that vial. As long as it meets certain colors, that's going to indicate what specifically it is and what we have here.
Nick only needs to test a small amount of the powder.
And here needs to go rest at the bottom of our test kit. Give it a little shake, agitate it a little bit. This is going to test positive for cocaine.
The test glows blue, which is a positive result for cocaine. Nick weighs the packages.
5.8 kilos.
At nearly 6 kilos, these packages of cocaine would be worth a street value of around $128,000. The hull will be destroyed, but given the recent storms, this probably isn't the last load that'll wash up.
The seas are pretty rough out there, a lot of waves, a lot of wind, which as a result, that's going to bring more stuff ashore. So the likelihood of seeing more of these packages, I think, is going to increase as we saw today.
On the East Coast, at Port Newark's warehouse.
Okay, so the first 2 pallets, if we could just put them here.
Customs and Border Protection officers are preparing to examine a shipment from Southeast Asia after an X-ray raised suspicions about its contents.
So the shipment is coming from Singapore. When we do our examination, we look at how things are packed. Is it dense? Is it not dense? These are all things that we take into account.
Scans taken of the boxes don't match the contents listed on the cargo's manifest. Officers Debbie, Marzia, and Vanessa open the first few boxes.
Cigarettes. Seems like it's going to be a full shipment of the cigarettes.
It could be that a mistake has been made on the manifest, but a closer look quickly reveals otherwise.
counterfeit.
This brand of cigarette is made exclusively in the US, so it wouldn't have been shipped from overseas.
If you look at them, they actually look pretty good. They're very well made. As you can see, the carton, the markings, the packaging. If you were to buy this in the street, you probably wouldn't know that you're buying a counterfeit cigarette.
The convincing packaging suggests the work of a high-level organized crime group operating on the black market.
It's a big business.
They pose a significant danger to unwitting customers who think they've found their favorite brand at a cheaper price.
We don't know what ingredients they're putting in there. They're obviously not being made in the US, and when the consumer purchases the cigarettes and they think they're being made here, they really don't know what's going into the cigarettes that they're purchasing.
The cigarettes would have likely been distributed through a network of complicit shops and grocery stores, generating vast profits for the smugglers.
A pack of cigarettes, I think now maybe goes $10, $12. The value of it is going to be a good $3-4 million.
Globally, cigarettes are the most prolifically smuggled legal items, with the proceeds often funding other criminal activities, such as terrorism and money laundering.
It's very gratifying to be able to catch these. So it makes me very proud to be able to find these things.
The Florida Keys, and a mysterious package has been handed into the Border Patrol station. Agents Escala, Solano, and Centeno are investigating.
That looks very wet. It is completely soaked.
It was discovered by a local fisherman while out at sea.
It's potentially cocaine. That's what it looks like, because it's brick shape.
The package bears a distinctive logo, a tactic used by the cartels to identify themselves. It tells couriers who it's from, what it contains, and its intended destination.
This one's got a bunny with some crossbones underneath it. This is the first time I've run into this one. Normally when they're packaged this small, it's going to be cocaine.
Let's find out. Doesn't feel like powder. You see something in there?
No. Unless it's all washed out.
It appears to be empty, but I'm gonna cut to see. This is usually filled with stuff in there, but as you can see, there's nothing, just plastic.
So there is a lot of water intrusion inside of it. There could have been cocaine that was washed out of it, but you would think there'd be some sort of trace.
It's not the first time agents have discovered packages of narcotics in the sea. Cartels in this region commonly make drop-offs along the coast, weighting them down in the water.
That's the first. We don't have anything in here, which is weird.
But underwater loads are usually packaged to be watertight.
Either it was a test run where they're maybe testing the smuggler to see if he could be trusted, and the other possibility was there was water intrusion that was so bad that it had absorbed all of the cocaine and washed it out.
If it did contain drugs as suspected, the agents need to find a way to confirm it.
Our only option at this point would be to test the water, and maybe there might be some trace amounts of cocaine left over to confirm whether there was something inside at one point. I have never seen this before.
Just trying to get some of this water into the test kit, right? See what we come up with here. Let's just wait a few seconds. The color we're looking for, the blue, it shows that there is some cocaine residue. It's not that strong. So maybe this package was in the water for a long time. That actually all the cocaine just dissolved.
Now the agents begin gathering evidence to help build a picture of the cartel which might be behind this.
I have not seen these markings before.
Hopefully in the future, we'll run into these markings again, then we'll be able to trace it to where it's supposed to go.
The fact that agents haven't seen this package's logo before could suggest that there's a new cartel operating in the area.
Hopefully we'll be able to come up with the conclusion of where this was coming from and where it was going.
So what's happened this morning is the station received a call that some recreational boaters had found a package approximately about 8 miles off out in the Atlantic, and they brought it ashore. It's been packaged in a manner in which we suspect it's narcotics. So one of my colleagues has taken possession of it, and they're bringing it back to the station right now.
With only these limited details to go on, Agent Nick arrives at the station to help process the load. These bundles were originally wrapped in plastic before they were dropped into the ocean. And they're in good company.
We are seeing a steadily increase of wash-ups, and right now it's been a pretty steady flow of about 1 to 2 wash-ups per week.
To make sure it is narcotics, the bricks are tested by Agent Nick and Agent Ortelio.
It's kind of shaped like a brick, so I suspect it's cocaine, so we're using one of our cocaine test kits. Mr. Ortelio here is going to be helping out with that, so he just put a small sample in the bottom of our test kit, and then from there, when it changes color, that will indicate what it specifically is. So we're actually going to be looking for either pink and blue combination. That's going to indicate cocaine.
And then we have pink and blue.
Pink over blue, so this is going to be testing positive for cocaine.
Now that it's been confirmed as cocaine, agents need to weigh it all to know just how much the cartel has lost this time.
All right, so here we're going to have 25 individual bricks of that tested positive for cocaine, and as you can see here, it's going to come up to a total weight of 65 pounds.
In Florida, a pound of cocaine costs approximately $15,500.
This is going to be just about reaching that $1 million threshold, or maybe even a little bit more. So definitely got a lot of value here.
It's a major concern that many of these recent wash-ups off the Florida coast have been as large as this one.
Over the past couple of weeks and a couple of the washes we've been getting with cocaine, it's been roughly ranging between 20 to 30 bricks. So this has been currently the average of what we have been seeing from the washes we have been dealing with in the past month.
With cartels making astronomical profits from the cocaine that does get through, they can risk some not making it. Even so, a $1 million load gone missing will be noticed, and cartel operatives will be out at sea searching for it. Agents need to find out exactly where this was found fast, so they can hopefully intercept the cartel members. In Puerto Rico, Agent LeBron and his team have encountered what could be a Russian warship 12 miles out to sea at the edge of U.S. territorial waters.
Oh, I'm destroyed.
After successfully encouraging the vessel away, they decided to cautiously return to base.
This is a surprise for us. We encountered a lot of things, but this is the first time I've seen a ship like that out there.
Agent LeBron wants to find out more information about the vessel.
We didn't know what it was. We decided to return and not wait for any other assets to respond because it was not getting safe for us to be out there.
Agent LeBron gets in touch with the Coast Guard.
Hey, how you doing, man? What do you got? Who was it? The Trent? Do you have a number for that? I'm gonna look it up here in the computer. P224, you said? Yep, it looks just like it. Thank you, man, appreciate that. Talk to you later.
HMS Trent is a British Royal Navy patrol vessel used to defend British interests and those of their allies.
Hey, Jeff. They ID'd it as the Trent, the Royal Navy. At least it was friendly. It's an offshore patrol vessel, but I mean, it has all the characteristics of a warship. Doing some research on that vessel, and it looks like it's equipped with multiple machine guns. It has cannons as well, because of the nature of the job they do and how far south they go to interdict vessels.
On this deployment, HMS Trent has been combating drug smuggling from South America.
It's the first time I've seen it out here.
It's unusual for them to be in this part of the Caribbean, which is why agents were taken by surprise.
This type of ships, since they go that deep south, they target the big ships that bring the loads to give them to the small vessels. So they tend to get very large amounts of cocaine.
Across 5 months of operations, HMS Trent has seized $500 million worth of cocaine, destined for the streets of America and Europe.
It will give us better knowledge for next time we encounter something like this out there. We're definitely happy that it was one of our counterparts.